Hi, welcome back to Conversations with Kanyumozi. It is the day they finally is lockdown. So guys, you can imagine how happy, how psyched, how excited I am. I'm part of the opening committee of the roads. What's good? Anyway, it's still May. It's Mental Health Month, and I had ideally planned to stay on that topic, especially because mental health is very important and we need to put that into consideration. Today's conversation is mainly around being an activist, most especially I can speak from a place of a feminist, and how to handle and deal with your mental health. I think one of the things I struggled with when I started identifying as a feminist is the way that it opens your eyes to the different forms of injustice. And I was very active on Twitter at the time, so every other post on my timeline is a woman being killed, femicide, it's disappearance, it's some lawlessness going on. I mean, it's a brother killing a sister just because she left her marital home, and how disposable women's lives looked on the internet was something that I couldn't fathom. Like, you could see this before, but when you see it, you're unable to deal with. One of the things that helped me was focusing my energies elsewhere. As much as I wanted to know what's going on, it was very important for me to realize that there's some things I really can't sort right now. There's so many things I can't deal with right now, and being aware of that and putting my energies on things that I can deal with, on the conversations that I can start, was very important and very vital for me in helping my mental health at the time. Free labor can also drain your mental health. There's so many people on the internet who don't know that Google exists. I don't know why. They don't know their books exist. I don't know why. Everyone is going to ask you, what is this? What is this? I'm like, my guy, Google, darling. Read a book, read something. I know at the end of the day, we are the mouthpieces of our movement as feminists, but you can't be asking us for everything. I mean, educate yourself, do some work, do some learning. I literally said this year, I'm not doing free labor for anybody, unless you're paying me. I'm not doing free labor for anybody, especially around feminism, and I think that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. So I will just send you a link to my channel if you are disturbing me for something I've already discussed one too many times. I saw that the conversation around gender roles, around who cooks, who pays the bill, and you would explain it. 2 weeks later, someone is asking the same question. I'm tired. You're tiring my brain. Arguing with people that won't get it. At the end of the day, I mean, I read an article where someone was sharing, and she wrote this piece in 2016. If I do find the link in time, I will put it just below. And she was just sharing how our oppressors like to busy our minds on things that are not very important. So someone will tell you to argue about who cooks and who pays the bill for a whole month, and you'll find out that you're not doing anything progressive for the movement or anything that will help your agenda move faster, because you're arguing small issues. Trust me, as much as you want to think people don't get it, they get it. They're just refusing to understand it and refusing to put it into practice, or refusing to let go of their power. So they'll constantly ask you about things. People understand consent. People understand what rape is. People understand what being a rape apologist is. But they just want you to constantly explain something that they do get. Like, they get it, they understand it. They're smart. So don't stress yourself. Letting some things go. You don't need to be part of every argument. You don't need to be part of every conversation. You don't need to fight with everyone. Your mental health matters. Dr. Njuki Ngumi, who I was part of a webinar with last week on Sunday 23rd, part of Girl Talk. You can get that on our Choose Yourself YouTube. You can watch that. Did address this thing in a conversation. You don't need to be part of every argument. You don't need to argue with everyone. You can leave some people go. They can breathe. They can release you, because some people just won't get it. Some people will refuse to get it. Some people are not even worth your time. They're just on the internet to stress you out. And the final thing is, allow yourself to take a break. Earlier this year, Me Too UG was a thing, and I was very, very proud of that revolution. I was proud of the women that came up to speak. I was proud of the sisterhood, but also the women who it may not have been the time for you. Take your time, we respect that. But I found myself wanting to speak on everything, not knowing or not being fully aware that it was going to take a toll on my mental health. And I remember there's a day where I was having one anxiety attack because of the triggers and the trauma that brought up, and then like I just sunk into a really deep hole, but I just couldn't let go of my phone. And everyone was like, take a break. Take a break from the work because you are the body of your work. Again, I said this last time. Take a break from it. You are allowed to breathe, refresh, rejuvenate, then come back and fight as a whole person. Yeah. So please be mindful of that as you're activisting and feministing out there, that the problems are many. They're not going away today, and you can't deplete your energy. So be mindful of that. This is Conversations with Kanyomozi. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you.